bigger, better, faster. But I'm really not sorry for anything I've done because it made me who I am. I enjoyed every single minute of it. And even with all the crises and all the challenges and all the things that I've been through, I wouldn't change anything because, as you said, it's made you who you are. And I look back and I think how grateful I am for all those fabulous experiences I've had that people, just haven't had. I mean, I had a wonderful marriage. While my husband was alive, we were together 45 years. And
There. Wow.
yeah, long time. And we would still be
Congratulations.
together had he not passed away. And I look at, the people that I've known and the people that I've met, and I think to myself, wow, they are really great people. And I look at the businesses that I had, that I bought, that I sold, and I think that was a wonderful time, and I became a leader in the industry. And I think I really, if I, except knowing me and the way I like to accomplish, I would have been bigger, better, faster. But other than that, I'm just as happy as can be. So if you were a 10-year-old now, looking back, what would you say to her?
Wow. I would say to her, Colleen, life is really easy. Learn to get out of your own way and listen to your higher power. Learn how to see the experiences you're going through as merely an experience, and there will be another one. You are not stuck in the experience that you're currently having. I would say to her, stop sweating the small stuff and give thanks that you're still here for another day of wonderment. Give thanks that you can at least say, I did that, or I didn't do this, and the next day is moving along. That's what I would say, because the truth is, Gail, it really is easy, but we get so stuck, so caught in that moment that there is no moment while we're in that moment.
That's so true. I mean, I think that many people who are listening today, women who are in a high stress business, women who are other attorneys, who are struggling just exactly how you explained before, looking up the cases, studying how they're going to get around this, what law they should bring up, what they should do in the best interest of their clients. And there is a lot of stress. I find that the women that I deal with who are true professionals and excellent at what they do have a lot of stress in their lives. But they have it not only because of their work job, but because of their personal life as well. In other words, they still, when they go home, they're the ones that are responsible for elder care. Very often they're the ones that have the elder care even when it's not their parent, it's the husband's parent. And they also have become part of this sandwich generation where they have elderly parents, they have the teen kids, and, the teens have come back to roost, and the parents need additional help. And that causes a lot of stress. So
I agree.
the question I have for you, and I think I know the answer, but I want to ask it so our listeners can hear it. What matters most to you? Work or personal life?
What matters most? I would
And
say
of course,
first.
this might have changed over the years too, because we go through all these different balances in our life. So, what you might have thought at 21 may not be what you're thinking now.
Can you imagine if you had asked me this at 21, it would be in the reverse order. But for
Absolutely,
today, yeah,
absolutely, I
but
agree.
for today, it's personal, it's health. Without good health, really nothing else matters. It doesn't matter how much money you earn, doesn't matter where you are in life. If your health is not in tip-top shape, then everything else collapses like a deck of dominoes. And then for me, work needs to be a stress-free environment. And that's tough when you say I'm a lawyer and it's stress-free, because at that point you're facing so many different egos and personalities. But you have to learn how to embrace self-development and training. There's so much of it now on the internet that it'll behoove you not to go and try to find something that works for you. And above all, I would say, put yourself in that list of special people. Find time, even if it's just. Can I give you a little story? I remember when my children
Absolutely,
they were,
absolutely.
they were really young, and you know that age of 2-year-old and 3-year-olds, and you're running everywhere. You're trying to do everything just like you articulated a moment ago. And I remember I I wanted a nap. So what I did, I thought I secured the space. So I secured the desk, the drawer, everything in the room, and I then lay across the door to make sure that, if anything, at least I know they couldn't get out because there's a pool. Well, I took a nap. It couldn't have been more than 5, 10 minutes. I was exhausted. When I woke up, the room was covered in powder. I, I didn't see that coming. It had powder, it had lotion, there was splashes everywhere. And the truth of the moment was, yes, I did take a nap. Yes, I did feel better, but my work was doubled at the end of it because now I had to clean everybody up. And there were moments like that. Now I can laugh, but in the moment, you become stressed again. But now I can say, no, it will pass. And you will get to that time and that place where you can reflect on those experiences, and that will bring you some element of joy. And that's as much as I can pass on to anyone. And that is the truth of what I'm saying.
That is so right. I mean, at the time you want to strangle the kids.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just want, you just want to strangle the kids, and then you think, well, someday this is going to be a very funny story, and of course that's true as well. But I certainly get that. I mean, I can remember all those incidents with because I had three pretty active kids, and it was a very challenging time. And yeah, I mean, these are all things that everybody's got to think about. But the other part of that is that this too will pass. That's what
Yes.
people have to understand. This too will pass. And, you do have to realize that you go through different cycles in your life.
Yes. But no one can tell you this, Gail,
No,
while you're in it. It
that's right.
doesn't
That's right.
work while you're in it.
Absolutely. They can't tell you. And then they also, if you're going through a thing, well, I don't care if it's going to pass right now. I'm going through what. So
Absolutely.
it's so important. Well, let's have our listeners know how they get in contact with you, Colleen. How would you like people to reach you?
Oh, go ahead. They can Skype me. They can call me. Preferably not, because you know what? I'm always on the move. So maybe through what did I give you? The website. You can give that out. I don't mind. Any of those forms will work for me. They can
Well,
send
now
me an email.
I have a website of GNAinternationalinc.com. Is that the one you want given out?
Yeah, you can give that one out, and yeah,
Okay, so the
that
website for Colleen is GN, like Nancy, GNA International Inc.com. And then would you like people to Skype you, or would you prefer they email you?
they can Skype me. I love Skype.
Ah,
MYSTICVI. That's great. They can Skype me. Wherever I am in the world, I can respond to a Skype.
oh, wonderful. Okay. So we have Skype, we have her website, and Colleen is a delightful person to know. She is very grounded, she is very spiritual, and she is a fabulous international attorney. So she's got all of those things going for her, and something that you really, really need to look at if you are looking for someone just like Colleen. Well, I really want to thank everybody for listening to Women in Business today, the show that brings you women entrepreneurs and senior managers. I hope you enjoyed our show today. You can connect with me on Facebook and Twitter, and be sure to download my ebook, Life Lessons from an SOB, on my website, spunkyoldbroad.com. It's so important for you to be able to get in touch with me if you are interested in any of my speeches or coaching or resources, or you can just email me at Gayle, Gayle Carson 13 at gmail.com. So we'll look forward to hearing you and seeing you again when we talk with you next week. And remember, my guest today was Colleen Wilson, wonderful, wonderful lawyer, wonderful person, wonderful parent, and someone you should get to know. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Gail.